Alright, YouTube, welcome back to my channel. It's Jacob, the sports scientist, coming out of the lab for the second time on this channel to bring you guys my NBA best bets and predictions for tonight's in-season tournament for the NBA. We have a great game, great bunch of games tonight. What do we got? We got a bunch of great games spread out from 7 to 10:30, so you know what I'll be doing for 5 hours is watching the NBA. But I'm here to take you guys through my best bets and predictions for. I'll give you guys 5 of my favorite player props that I really like tonight. I'll also give you my leans on the spreads and the totals between each game. So, first game on the night, we got the Boston Celtics versus the absolutely god-awful, absolute pitiful Washington Wizards. If you guys don't remember last game, the Wizards were absolutely blown out of the water. I believe they lost by, looking back, who they play? Oh, they lost by 28 to the Knicks. Lost by 20 to Detroit, 12 to Atlanta. This team has just been, they're 2-11. They've just getting pummeled. So we have a big game of slate just to move quickly. I got Boston minus 15. That would be the only look in this game, in my opinion. I would never put money on the Wizards covering even a 16.5 point spread against the defending champions. In terms of a player prop that I like in this game, my favorite one, I like my good guy, 6th man of the year favorite, Pistol Pete, Peyton Pritchard, over 12.5 points. I also maybe like him over his 3-point prop. We can see that Peyton's exceeded this line in 73% of games this year and 88% of games on the road. And when Jaylen Brown's playing, he actually is over in 64% of games. And when he's shooting over 30%, just the 30% from the field, he's exceeded this point prop every single game. The biggest factor for me in this is you see the 16.5 point spread. I'm expecting Peyton to get a lot more minutes tonight. A lot of the Celtic starters might end up just resting, even though it's an in-season tournament game, because they might just be taking the Wizards to the woodshed, basically, and just he'll let Peyton Pritchard run with the backup lineup, and I expect him to just be shooting from beyond the arc. The Wizards, they rank absolutely terrible at defending the three-point line. We can see that they rank bottom for the 27th worst team in defending the three-point line. And last time Pritchard played them, he dropped 15 points. So honestly, don't see why you wouldn't do it tonight. This one pains me to say. Moving on to my Philadelphia 76ers. They are 2-12. Could you imagine at the start of the year the Philadelphia 76ers being 2-12? Because I sure as hell can't. And then we got them going up against the second best team ATS this season, the Brooklyn Nets. And I'll tell you right now, I'm holding a Brooklyn Nets plus 7.5 on the spread. We now have Joel Embiid is now questionable for this game. In terms of player props I like in this game, I like Maxey for 3.5 assists. I like Cam Johnson a lot. I took Cam Johnson for his points, rebounds, and assists. We can see Cam Johnson for his PRA. He's been absolutely crushing it over his last. I mean, look at this. Over his last 12 games, he's exceeded this 20. I got it at 22.5. He's averaged almost 27. And you can see that similar players have also exceeded their point prop versus Sixers. So I like that. And if Embiid does play, I love Embiid for 27.5 points. I mean, centers have just been. First off, this is huge. Joel Embiid goes to the free throw line about 1,000 times a game, and the Nets just love hacking and bringing centers to the free throw line, and we can see that centers have just been absolutely dominating the Nets. So I like Joel tonight. And if Joel doesn't play, you might as well take McCain to drop like 100 points because this dude's winning Rookie of the Year. Absolute baller. I don't even have to say anything about this game. The Pelicans injury report looks like a hospital squad. I got the Warriors minus 8. I am laying the points with the Warriors. my favorite player prop in this game, I'm not even going to go show you it. I took Brandon Ingram under his points, rebounds, and assists. Similar concept to the Celtics. Could just be a blowout. And the Warriors are one of the best defenses in the NBA. So they're going to clamp down on basically the only player left on the New Orleans Pelicans. And I also have a play on the under 222.5. I really like the under in this game as well. I actually played the Pelicans team total under 106.5 points. I mean, if we look at the Pelicans' last few games, they have gone under 106.5 points in 8 of their last 10 games, and every game since their laundry list of an injury report came out. So I'll continue to ride that. I'm not going to go against it. This is probably the best game of the night. I will hands down be watching this game. We basically have a pick'em between the Atlanta Hawks, who actually opened up as underdogs and are now favored on the money line, versus the Chicago Bulls. And the most important thing about this game is that the Bulls play at the fastest pace in the NBA, and the Atlanta Hawks, they play at the third fastest pace in the NBA. We're looking at a 246.5 total, favored to the over. So if anyone's betting unders in this game for player props, good luck. Good luck. My favorite prop in this game, though, I have 2 props actually that I love. My play of the day, we've seen it. We've gone over it. Oh, sorry, I got Trae Young over. My favorite play of the day, as you can see, is one of the best ball handlers in the NBA, Trae Young, against the Chicago Bulls, who allow the most assists in the NBA to go over 10, to just get us 11 assists. Just 11 assists. The last time he played the Bulls, 16 assists. Trae Young is usually a walking double-double at this point in the season. He's averaging 22 potential assists per game. He's exceeded 10.5 assists in 4 of his last 5. He just, like I said, had 16 assists, and the Bulls let up basically they're like free assist to point guards. Now the total's at 246.5. It's been bet up nearly 6 points since I did my write-up. And yeah, I don't see how Trae Young is just going to not absolutely dominate. I mean, we just saw Lillard drop 10 assists, Cade Cunningham 10 assists, Garland 9 assists, Mike Conley 11 assists, Luka 13. Right? Well, to pair with Trae Young, who's Trae Young going to be passing the ball to? None other than his center, Clint Capella. Give me him over 11.5 points. He absolutely dominates Nikola Vucevic and the Bulls. He's gone over 11.5 points, 91% of his last 11 games versus Nikola, including over 30 points, rebounds, and assists in their last matchup just 2 weeks ago. He's cleared this line his last 5 out of his last 6 games, even against other teams. You can see that the Bulls just absolutely can't guard centers in terms of points, rebounds, and assists. Sengun, 42. Allen, 37. Cat, 59. Capella had 30. The Bulls literally they're just basically a bottom feeder. They just allow centers to just score at ease in the paint. So I like Capella today over 11.5 points. I love Jalen Johnson over his points, rebounds, and assists because I like to tack on the rebounds and assists with Jalen because he can facilitate and he's an excellent rebounder. So those are my favorite props in that game. Moving on to probably the second best game of the night, we got the Pacers and the Bucks. We can see that a lot of money is coming in on the Bucks, and I agree. I got Milwaukee laying -4.5. I haven't seen anything this year out of the Pacers that honestly makes me want to put my faith in them. And I actually like the under in this game. I think I kind of would like it. If it gets bet up anymore, I'll probably double down and take it under as well. Indiana this year has really been struggling to score, and we can see that also the Bucks. I mean, 9 out of the last 10 games, they haven't cracked 236.5 points. I mean, we just saw them play the Bulls, and they didn't crack 236.5 points. So I find it hard that they're going to be able to play the Pacers, who played a much slower pace than the Bulls, and exceed this line. So I'm on the under in this game personally. But in terms of a player prop, I like, and you guys might throw up hearing this. I like Halliburton. Yeah, I like him to score, and I like him to pass in this game. This dude has been basically not able to find the basket all year. I mean, He's averaging 12 points and 8 assists on 30% shooting at home and 20 points per game and 8 assists per game um, on the season. He's got a tough road matchup in those games, and I don't know, on the season he's averaging 15 and 8.5 assists per game. Um, he's gone over this line in only 6 out of his last 15, and in 7 of his 9 unders he shot below 35%. So you got to see some regression from this guy. Eventually he's got to start scoring the rock, and luckily for him, he plays super, super well versus the Bucks. He's from Wisconsin, just 90 minutes from Milwaukee. In his last 5 games, in terms of points and assists, he's had 43, 37, 29, 42. So, with this drop coverage by Brook Lopez, they let up a lot of points to point guards. We've seen that this season. So, I'm putting my faith in I'm putting my faith in Halliburton here to actually put the ball in the basket and maybe find some assists, likely to Miles Turner down low. Simple rule here. I have no play on this game. If anything, you'd only lay the points with the Rockets here. I can't believe people are actually taking Portland. It is a large spread. I liked it better when it was under a double-digit spread, but the Rockets go dummy crazy at home, so I would not bet against. That's why I have no play in this game, because I can't put my money with Portland, but I'm not laying double digits. In terms of my favorite player prop in this game, though, people might not have thought of this, but Sengun. I like him today to pass the ball, not to score the ball. I have him to record 5 assists personally, but not to score 21 points. And I hope he does not score 21 points tonight. No center this year has scored 21 points against the Portland Trailblazers. They are amazing at defending centers. Sengun's averaging under this total. He's only averaging 18.4 points per game, and he's under this line in 11 of 16 games, and one game he landed exactly at 20. The games he's gone over are just against, honestly, weak defenses. The Hornets, Knicks, Cat's a terrible defender. The Pistons, Durant can't guard anybody. I just showed you how bad the Wizards are, and the Pacers. All these teams are terrible at defending centers. Donovan Clingan is probably going to be starting at centers for the Trailblazers, and this rookie, he's an elite shot blocker. He's getting like 3 to 4 blocks a game. So basically, the game script here is I expect when Sengun gets the ball and is getting clamped up down low, I expect them to be able to kick out to Jalen Green or maybe Fred VanVleet, Tari Eason, and rack up some assists there. I mean, I could see him finishing between 10 and 12 points. He might be able to record a triple-double. I'm just putting it out there. I don't know what the odds are on that. But, yeah, I like Sengun to not score the ball tonight. Let's just say that. Here we go. We got Hospital Squad versus, you could consider it Hospital Squad, I guess. We got the Dallas Mavericks. Luka's out for a week, unfortunately. So we did see the Mavericks and Kyrie step up and win their last game without Luka. But Nikola Jokic is still questionable for this game. It is at home in Denver. He's been out because his wife had a kid. So welcome to the family, I guess. A new Jokic. But personally, I got the Denver Nuggets at -1.5. I want to back them at home. They're very, very good at home this year. You could even take them on the money line and pay the juice at -145. I do think it's going to be a close game, but we look at home this year. I mean, in the last 10, they're 6-4, and they're on a 5-game win streak at home. They've been going crazy at home, so I'm not going to bet. I'm gonna keep riding the hot wave. I'm gonna go with them. I'm laying the 1.5 points. It's only one basket. At this point, it maybe you want to take and just pay the extra juice on the money line. In terms of a player prop in that game, with Luka Doncic out, I really like I really like Kyrie Irving here. I like him over 36.5 points, rebounds, and assists. It's already up to that, but I mean, if we look at games without Luka, I mean, Kyrie I guess he had 30 against the Thunder, and the Thunder are they're like the best defense in the NBA. But we can see against this same team, Kyrie dropped 43 points, rebounds, and assists on November 10th when they played him last time. So I really do expect him to step up in Luka's absence. Honestly, they need him to be scoring the ball and facilitating. And Kyrie's actually, he gets a lot of, like, I guess, free rebounds. especially against the Denver Nuggets, who love chucking the three ball. Point guards can get those long shot rebounds. Moving into the final game of the night, we got the Sacramento Kings going up against the LA Clippers. Clippers have been playing very, very, very well lately. The Kings tonight, they get back the Sabonis, which is crucial for them. And now they got DeMar DeRozan, so now Fox doesn't have to go out there and be doing the bulk of the load, carrying about 40 points. But tonight, I really like the Kings, -1.5. The Clippers have been playing well, but I just think the Kings are a better team now that you have Sabonis and Fox and you have that core back. I just think they're the more talented team. And Norman Powell's out tonight for the Clippers. I love the under in this game. I got it under 223.5. I mean, if you look at the Clippers, you got 7 of their last 10 games going to the under. They're one of the best defenses in the NBA. So I could see this game definitely flying under the total, especially without Powell. And in terms of player props in this game, just for the final game of the night, I love Zubac under 16.5 points. We can see that in terms of the Kings defense, they're the best team at defending the restricted area in the entire league. And that's where Zubac scores about 60% of his baskets, and around basically Zubac he can't shoot threes. He basically hangs out down low 24/7. And that's where this team is absolutely amazing at defending. And we can see that he only dropped 13 points last time they played him. So I really like Zubac going under there. And I really like Sabonis. I like Sabonis assists. We can see that Sengun, center assist props have just been so good versus the Clippers. We got Sengun dropping up. I think Sengun dropped a triple-double this game on November 15th. Then Sengun got 6 assists. Sabonis had 6 assists last time he played them, so I got him at 5.5. If I just ask him to go out there and do it again, that's all I'm asking him to do. So, was in the lab for a while. I got a lot more plays. These were just five of my favorite plays that I wrote up, and I gave you guys a few extra plays there that I played in each game. I got a lot more plays down. I shared in my Discord, so. I'd like to thank you guys again for all the love and support. I'll be back in the lab tonight to give you guys some more plays in the NBA tomorrow, and really excited. I'll probably be making my first NFL video for this week in the NFL for all the Sunday games and Monday Night Football. So be on the lookout for that. Leave a like and subscribe. Follow me on my X. It's SportsSide Jacob. Love posting there. Make sure to join the Discord down in the description. Our community is really blowing up there. I'm having a really good time sharing all the plays I place, and I like seeing when you guys are sharing plays as well and showing off your successful experiments, as I like to say. I'll see you guys tomorrow.